Hey everyone, it's Amy here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I'm on location in my house in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where it's really cold out today. So this is my Snuggly, Cuddly, Cozy yoga sequence that I'm going to share with you. And you might want to, if you're joining me for this practice, maybe light a candle or bring your poochie over. I don't know if you can see Ellie, but my dog's hanging out over there. You might even hear her snoring if you're lucky. Got a little fire going in the background. So yeah, get yourself cozy. I'm actually in my pajamas. So you can definitely do this practice without yoga clothes. You don't really need much. I am sitting on a little pillow, so feel free to grab a pillow, roll out your mat. And I'm gonna kind of as an intention. Oh, I also want to let everybody know out there that this is my first time ever doing a live YouTube video, so please bear with me if there's any kind of weird technical difficulties. Just kind of getting the hang of this today, so this is kind of exciting, so thanks for watching if you're joining me. So I'm going to pick a star card, and this is an oracle deck that I actually created, and I'll include some information below on it, but I'm going to pick one of these just to kind of use as our intention or focus for this practice together. So this can be for all of us. If it resonates with you, awesome. If it doesn't, you can just let it go. Let's go with this one. Ooh, invoke oneness. I like that. So invoking oneness with yourself, oneness with the universe, oneness with each other. However you want to interpret that sense of oneness, that's what we're going to be holding as a bigger intention for our practice today. And this practice is going to be short and sweet and cozy, hip opening, just kind of bringing some fluidity to all the joints. And I'm going to use this new little singing bowl that I got for Christmas actually to kind of help us begin our practice. So sit cross-legged and let your eyes come to close. And just rest your hands over your lap or in your knees. And just begin to feel yourself letting go of external distractions. This can be a really kind of quiet time of year for some people, but I know it's also an extremely busy time of year for others. And so if you're just carving out this little bit of space for yourself today to kind of de-stress, congratulations first for giving yourself this time. And really drop in. So take a nice deep breath here, just breathing in through the nose. And just sigh out, letting go of that external world, letting go of those external distractions. And repeating that a couple of times. So deep breath in and complete breath out, beginning to soften through the muscles of your body. Relaxing through the joints of your body, the jaw, shoulder joints, the hip joints. Maybe even creating just a real subtle movement along your spine. You could rock a little side to side or forward and back and think about releasing the tension from the joints between your backbones. Let your belly become soft, and if you're familiar with Ujjayi breathing, begin to cultivate a little sound on your inhales and exhales and just dive into that sound of your breath. Allow the breath to guide you deeper into yourself, making a connection with your deep self, right? Becoming one with your breath, one with yourself. Kind of holding space for you to tap into vitality. Tap into deep inner peace. Beautiful. So if you'd like, just keep your eyes closed and let's take our chins down towards our chest. And just letting the back of the neck release and kind of let your shoulders soften forward. You could even slouch a little bit here if you'd like. And breathe into the back of your neck. Exhale, let your head feel even heavier. And then begin to roll your head from side to side. And it doesn't matter which side you roll to first. Just start to loosen up the neck. And as you're rolling from side to side, let your jaw be relaxed. And those shoulders are going to want to creep up as your head rolls. So tune into those shoulders and invite them to drop and release. And just keep rolling from side to side. And if your neck is really tight today, pause whenever you feel the tension and breathe into that. And then if it feels good in your neck to take full circles with your head, you could imagine drawing a big circle on the ceiling with the tip of your nose, circle all the way around. Do that a few times in each direction. And if you haven't switched directions yet, just go ahead and reverse. Move in the opposite direction. Good, and then let's meet with the chin back at the center of the chest and just pause again there. And as you inhale, you can begin to lift your heart, lift up through the spine, and bring your head back up through center. All right, good. And then let's walk the fingertips out to the side and walk them out as far as you can, and then lifting up through your right arm, take a nice big breath, and exhale, lean over to the side. So again, all of the stretches that we're going to be doing in today's practice are pretty easy going. And we're going to just hit all the major joints of the body. So you could bend a little into your left elbow here. Just take it over as far as it's comfortable. Maybe the elbow kind of bends. You could even slip the hand to the back of your head and kind of hold your head a little bit. Or if you want more dynamic stretch, reach the arm straight as possible. Reach through those fingers and roll that right shoulder back a little. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Good. Rise up, breathe, and lift yourself back up through center and exhale, releasing that right arm. Sometimes the littlest stretches feel the most amazing. Okay, lift your left arm up, breathe in, and then over to the right. I can tell I've been carrying a little stress in my body just by doing these simple little stretches. Feel a lot releasing. All right, so again, just kind of see if you want to bend your elbow and kind of scoop up your head. That can feel really nice. Right, maybe bending a little into the right elbow. Some of you might be able to even bring your forearm all the way down. You could reach out long through that arm. Take one more deep breath in like you're opening up the space between your ribs. Breathe out. And then rise all the way up, all the way down. Awesome. Let's do one more seated stretch here. So really simple. Take your right arm behind you and your left hand to your right knee. And just an easy twist. You can lift up nice and tall, then gaze back over that right shoulder. Maybe find something that you can look at or close your eyes. Right, just going inside, unplugging from all the external distractions to become one with yourself, one with your breath, one with your body. Sitting up a little taller, lifting up through the crown of your head, breathe in. Twist a little deeper, maybe bending into the elbows as you exhale. Good, and then let yourself relax, come back through center, and just twist to the opposite side. So sit up nice and tall again, look back over your shoulder, or close your eyes. Feel your heart lifting up. You want to twist all the way through your neck. Try to lift the tops of your ears, pressing down into your seat. Breathing out, wring the spine out a little bit more. Maybe bend those elbows slightly and try to loop the shoulders down your back. And one more breath in. Good, and then exhale, let yourself relax and just come back through center. Take a breath in here and then breathe out, soften those shoulders down. And just notice you might already be feeling a lot more movement through your body, which I know I am. So we're gonna come over onto hands and knees. So you can just flip over onto your hands and knees and go ahead and stretch your hips back. Let's take a child's pose first. So you can bring your forehead down to your mat. And just soften here for a couple breaths. Just think of melting into the floor. So let your shin bones melt down. Fronts of your ankles, tops of your feet, all melting down into your mat. Elbows, forearms, palms of the hands. Even your forehead, let your forehead be heavy on your mat. Breathe into your belly. Exhale out. Maybe rock your hips a little side to side. And let the slowness of your breath calm you down on the inside. Good. And then bring your knees in. So your knees are about hip distance apart here. And I'm going to have you slide your hands back so they're close to your knees. And we're going to do a little thing called spinal push. So you're just going to lift your hips and roll up to the top of your head. This is a real simple movement, but it's super centering. And so once you're up on the top of your head, elbows above the wrist, push into the hands, massage your head a little bit, breathing in. And then you exhale, just push off your head and roll back. Good. Try that 2 more times. So just take a breath in, roll up to the top of your head. Push off your head, roll back, exhale. It's like you're sending energy up your spine and down your spine. So breathing in, moving from the tailbone all the way up along your spine, rounding your back, coming to the top of your head. And then pushing off the top of your head, sending energy back to your tailbone. Good, and then just rest here. Let your arms come back out in front. Take a full breath in and out. Good, and then you can look forward and rise up onto your hands and knees. I love that I get to look at these little doggy feet. Ellie Boo Boo's doggy feet. So hands are right underneath your shoulders. Let's just take a few little cat-cows here. So press down through the tops of your feet, round your spine, chin to your chest. And then arch your back, tuck your toes, open your chest, shoulders down your spine. And then connect this with your breath. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, arch your spine. Do one more of those. So breathing out, round out your spine. Push the floor away, squeeze the belly up and in. Inhale, arch. Good. And then keeping those toes tucked, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Bending one knee and then the other knee, sway your hips from side to side. You might be holding your head up, so just give your head a little shake and let your head be heavy. Drop into deep, slow breathing. Again, if you can, listen for the sound of your Ujjayi breath here and become one with your breath. Right? No matter how many things are on your plate right now, right? No matter how many people are in your house or how many things are on your list of to-do, just let that all go and just become one with yourself. Good. Let's take the right leg up. Big stretch. Bend your knee. Circle out your ankle. We're going to step this right foot to the outside of the right hand. So swing it forward and step it to the outside of your right hand, and then you're going to bring your left knee down onto your mat into a nice, like, deep lunge here. So sometimes it's nice to turn your right toes out a little bit. You could let your right knee kind of fall out. Ellie Boo Boo. Ellie Boo Boo. You can rock a little side to side. And then if you want a really deep lunge, you can come down onto your elbows. Ellie's very flexible. She can lick her toes, no problem. I don't know if that's something that we're all aspiring to, but she's kind of cute. So rock a little bit side to side, deep breathing. Just let the stress go from your hips. This is all just about being cozy and snuggly inside your own body. So it should feel good. And if coming down to your elbows doesn't work for you, just stay up on your hands. Again, you can kind of move around. You might even like to try a little twist here, bringing your right hand to your thigh. Look back over your shoulder. Good, and then releasing, let's release out of that pose. So tuck your left toes. If you're on your elbows, make sure you come on back up to those hands, and then step yourself back into your downward facing dog. Just take a pause here. Again, you could pedal out your heels a little bit, but see how things feel. Maybe one leg feels quite different than the other. Nice big breath in and out. Good, let's switch sides. So send your left leg up, open your hip, bend your knee. Maybe circle out your ankle. Nice deep breath in. And then swing that left foot to the outside of your left hand and drop your right knee down. All right. So again, you can turn your left toes out a little bit. You can rock that left knee in and out if it feels good for you. If your right knee is feeling kind of bony on your mat, just fold the side of your mat up, or put a pillow or a blanket underneath your knee. And if it works for you to come down to your elbows, go for it. Nice deep breathing. I think Ellie got a little embarrassed being on camera. Turned her back to the camera. If you want to try that little twist here, you can take your left hand to your left thigh, rotate, look up. Just feeling your whole body, letting your awareness really connect to you, right, to yourself here. Good, and if you're on your elbows, work back up to your hands, ground those palms, tuck your right toes, lift the knee, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Nice big breath, breathe in and breathe out. One more deep breath here, breathe in and out. Good, bringing your knees down onto your mat, and then you could just cross your ankles here and roll back to have a seat, sitting down. I'm going to turn to face you all, and we're going to do one seated stretch, and then we're just going to relax, wind things down. It's just a short practice just to help you become more centered. So bring the soles of your feet together, and I'm sitting up on my little pillow, so you might want to sit on your pillow. And take your fingertips behind you and just roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up, sit nice and tall, take a breath in. Then you can exhale, stay here, or push off your fingertips. And if you have the space, the range of motion in those hips, just walk your hands out. Come down as far as you're comfortable. You could hang your head or lengthen out through your neck here. Just make it cozy for yourself. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Good. One more nice deep breath. Breathe in and out. Good. And then gazing forward, lifting up through the chest, walk those hands back. Sit nice and tall. Scoop up your knees and just give yourself a little hug here, lifting through the chest. Good. And then let's come down onto our backs. And I'm just going to take off this little mic. So you can come down onto your backs and give yourself a little hug here. And rock a little side to side, circling out your knees. And in your own way, just say thank you to yourself. You know, this has just been a really short practice, but just giving yourself the shortest little pause to meditate, to do some yoga, to de-stress, to become more centered and at one with yourself is so important when our lives are very busy. Right? Gotta plug back into the deep, deep peace on the inside, right? The deep wisdom that you hold within your heart. Good. Let's stretch the left leg straight out, but keep your right knee into your chest. Big breath in. And then exhale, draw the knee over to the left. Reach your right arm out, gaze towards your right hand. Easy twist. And on your next in-breath, come back up through center. And draw that left knee in to meet the right, and then stretch your right leg out. Breathe in. And exhale, bringing the left knee over to the right. Stretch your left arm out, gaze towards your left hand. Rinsing out, wringing out any stress from your spine. Breathe in and out. And then draw the knee back up through center and give yourself one more full hug, both knees to the chest. If you want, you could take a happy baby, lift the soles of the feet. Maybe rock a little side to side. Bringing the feet in, knees in. And then time for a little mini Shavasana. Just let your legs stretch out nice and long. Maybe sigh out. You could rest your hands over your belly and just take a few, maybe let's take 5 deep belly breaths here. No place to be, nothing to do except take these 5 breaths. Feeling these breaths, moving the belly up as you inhale, releasing the belly down as you exhale. Two more slow, deep, deep breaths here. Inhaling, belly rises. Exhaling, belly falls. And feel free to keep resting. If you have space and time here, keep resting. Right? Give yourself a few minutes at least. Otherwise, you can just maybe rotate out your ankles, rotate out your wrist, blink those eyes open and closed. And then rolling off to one side, make your way around, come up to sit for a moment to bring some closure to your practice. Bringing those hands to touch at the front of your chest. Invoking oneness, that was the card that I chose at the beginning. And it just feels so perfect for the holiday season, and because we want to cultivate that deep oneness with ourselves, but also with our families and our friends and with humanity, right? Realizing that we're constantly being mirrored with the people that we meet and come in contact with. So take that with you into the rest of your day. Thank you for taking this little pause. Happy, happy holidays to you, and I'll see you again soon, I hope. Namaste.